Go. Altos. Meeting tonight, meeting tonight. Go.
So my expectations for the students has really been for them to take risks and to be willing to learn new things and be willing to explore music that may be different from theirs and to certainly have a great time.
Basses. Where are my basses? Nod your head, basses.
Meeting tonight, our meeting tonight.
Yeah.
Gospel music and jazz and African American spirituals are the first authentic American genres historically. So I think that's important. And I believe for us, we're a Christian school, so we have both the academic aspect and we have a spiritual aspect. But for a public school, just in the same way they would study Bach or they would study Beethoven or different classics that are sacred for the musical and historical aspects, that can be the same for gospel and African American spirituals.
4 parts. Here we go. And
Meeting tonight, meeting tonight, meeting on the old campground.
meet tonight.
Meeting tonight, meeting tonight.
Folk songs actually means songs of the people, right? They're created by the people, perhaps that reflect the cultural, norms and traditions of a people, right?
Now tell me, what is the difference between eighth notes in classical music and jazz, intelligent young people?
There's a swing.
I said que bomba! Yes. In swing, we are almost basically dividing into triplets. 1, 2, ready, go. Two things that I really wanted them to take away from this experience is that jazz music and improvisation really live within them. In America, it has surrounded us, and so the ability to improvise really is easy as having a conversation with somebody, and that so much of the language that they pick up just exists for them to hear from recordings and to take in based on that original music. So, ladies, join back in. Ready, go.
I walked in and I was like, I don't know anything about jazz, but you know what? You can never get mad at someone for not knowing something. And so I got in there and I was just like, I'm going to soak in whatever she has to say, whatever she has to give to us. And I ended up forcing myself. I was like, I'm going to get up there and volunteer. And when I got up there and volunteered, she was so open and she was so understanding of everybody's skill level. I didn't realize how much I actually loved jazz until she explained all the history of it and really dug into it and really got us to understand that we know more about jazz than we actually think we do.
This was Billboard's #1 sheet music that sold at that time. They didn't have the Billboard pop charts, but this was the top of the jukebox charts because this is what everybody was listening to.
She was just so passionate about it and so happy to share it with us. And that's why I was like, if you're passionate about it, I want to be passionate about it as well. Because when someone is so positive and gives you all that positive energy, all you want to do is give it back.
The next thing is a snare drum sound, and the easiest way to do that is just use the letter K like this. You'll notice that Jaden basically has the microphone jammed into his face. It's actually touching his upper lip and is directly under his nose because it is also picking up air and tone that is coming out of his nose. Now can you keep doing that and pull the microphone away, Jaden? Put it back.
There are research studies that tell you that singing actually leads to a better, healthier bodily, physical life. Right? The aspect of singing helps you deal with mental things you're going through. Anyone can be a composer, right? You just have to be able to make, in our case, music. But you can be a composer if you're a writer, right? Composition is sometimes a class you have to take in school.
Students hopefully will leave this experience knowing that they were able to accomplish something greater than themselves and perhaps a little bit more impactful than something that they would otherwise consider doing by themselves or even within a small group setting.